What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We're now on episode 11 of the walkthrough for Elden Ring. About to finish up the back half of Stormvale Castle. So, first thing we want to do, start bumping out our side sections. But even before that, we never actually went through and did the courtyard. So, I wanted to get this side of Grace here, and it's actually called Lift Side Chamber. And that's the side path we're going to have to take too, guys. But when we come from this side over here, we'll actually be able to kind of tackle the courtyard from the back. And we won't have to face, like 20 enemies head on. So, I do just feel like it's the best way to handle it. This guy can be a threat. What's even worse is the damn dog. It's so annoying. I will say, if you can parry, these guys aren't so bad. There. We got him down. So the first thing we're going to do is go on here to the right. Go back and get our painting, which we will be solving here shortly. Now, pretty much after we do the castle, we're going to go ahead and solve that. About 85-90% of the time when we get paintings, we're just going to solve them right away. But there's some you kind of, you're going to find way before you're able to solve them. So make sure that's stated too, just in case we find something like, wait, why aren't we solving these? Sometimes you just got to wait, that's just how it is. It happens. So once we get there, let's head on over to the northeast side and going up this tower. It's going to let us get a great shield. Wooden great shield. These guys, for the most part, are kind of dumb. They just kind of stand there and wait to get killed. Some of them are going to give us some fight. But the best way to really do this, guys, is just take out everybody, and then we'll go through all the items. Thank you. Now we're going to come back down and get all the stuff here, guys. But I would like to go ahead and, just get everything from the top portions first. That way when we clear the courtyard, we don't even have to worry about going back to it. Damn, another Crescent Moon Axe. It's weird, anytime I'm actually going for that, to go with my Strength Faith build or whatever I may be doing, it's like I never ever get it to drop. Now I don't have the stats for it, it wants to just drop left and right for me. 12 more fire arrows. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of drops from the guys we killed, but there's a lot of just guaranteed stuff hanging around here. Grease, and there's a pike, which is a weapon like a spear, rune, stuff like that. Yeah, even only bringing this weapon to +4 is just outstanding. Has outstanding damage. Like I mentioned, somber weapons only go up to +10, while regular weapons go up to +25. So, like a +4 on a somber is probably like a +6 or 7. That's just how much better the weapon is in general. You know what I mean? From here, we'll jump back to the left side chamber, side of Grace, just to refill our mana and our heals and stuff like that. We're at 7. Let's go put another mana flask in. I do like this Ash of War. I'm not big on spamming it all the time. Any Ash of War for that matter. It's just not how I play. I'd rather just, depend on my actual skill. But sometimes it's just nice, you know what I mean? AoEs, a bunch of enemies, get big damage on a boss, so on and so forth. Another thing too, since I'm not doing a staff, I could rock, power stance and katanas is crazy. Like, you can just put off a lot of damage, have your quick attacks, and that, you're building up blood loss twice as fast. I can go put, now keep in mind this other one's on upgraded, but we could put a magic Ash of War, so both weapons are getting magic damage. And it doesn't even have to be magic, it could be frostbite, because frostbite comes with magic. And it comes with, you know, frostbite, and we get magic damage. It's an upgrade, but I can kind of show you guys how power stance and katanas works. I've always thought about doing it, but it's just, the moveset's kind of weird, you know. Let's see how it pans out against a real threat. That's the thing, I just can't get it to go up. God, this fucking dog, dude, he literally he about makes me fucking rage. I'm not even kidding. He's just so fucking annoying. He's so fucking annoying. I guess that's why I don't like dual wielding katanas. I don't know how people pull it off. Just kind of, I guess if you just stay on your dodges, but you can't dodge everything, you know. But I mean, I see what it's about. It just seems like it's gonna eat up a lot of heals doing it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of heals. But anyways, so now that we're here, just drop down. As far as weight goes, you know, I can keep my shield out, and when I want to just dual wield katanas, I can dual wield katanas, you know. Because I'm not using a staff. Yeah, I'm still in light load. We're about to actually, so health's done. I'm meeting weapon requirements. I got the damage stats to meet my weapon requirements. So it's about to be stamina and mana time. As I told you guys, like, we're gonna go for this whole, you know what? I'm trying to show off the weapon and use up almost all my heals. We have a boss fight and all this other shit. So, but yeah, I told you guys I'm gonna do Dex Intelligence for a while at least. I don't know, I might stay with it, but if I do, I don't have a weapon in mind. I mean, I'm obviously probably gonna fuck around with Moonveil and Dark Moon Greatsword. I do like Death Ritual Spear, and I like helping Steeple a lot. I like both of those, but there's like end game, and you're gonna have to have a little bit of strength. I think if I get my strength up to 22, I can do high intelligence, high dex, and get good scaling on both weapons. Helping Steeple is like more of a strength ant weapon, but its scaling is just as good with intelligence as it is strength. So we could do low intelligence, quality build, or, you know, dex and just minimum strength that we need. I don't want to use talismans just to reach this requirement. Just better uses on talismans, guys. Alright, so over here is going to be an incantation, or no, a spell rather, for faith and intelligence build. So there are a few items for hybrid builds, such as faith intelligence, you know. It is worth stating. They're rare, there's a few, there's like some death type stuff, there's magic and fire type stuff. So we'll have another Ultra Rage Tree Spirit, we have fought these guys before. So work on your dodges and get in your charge attack. I do believe that's just the best way to deal with them. Thank you, kind sir. Did a decent amount of damage. Oh, fuck. I've stated this before, like, I do not know how to, like, get past that. I just don't. So I guess the Transient Moonlight, the R2 actually has a decent amount of poise damage, so that's nice. Like I said, guys, I've played around with Moonveil Katana, but I've never really used it being serious. Like I said, you know, maybe to buy some time until I got to something better, you know what I mean? But that's about it. You go down here, Prince of Death Pustel, which is going to increase your resistance to Death Blight buildup. So, if you don't know about Death Blight buildup, Death Birds use it, Basilisk use it, a couple enemies use it, and if the bar fills, even if your health is full, you're just gonna die. If that bar fills, you're dead. That's Death Blight. That's just how it works. So that's just like a situational talisman you'll be able to put on. Yeah, we can get our health back up to 7 with 2 mana flash. Where are we at on levels? Ugh, barely short. That being said, it's definitely time to start doing mana. Since I am using katanas and stuff, and I do get a talisman for weight, I'll probably do mana and then do endurance. That mana bar is actually just kind of driving me crazy at this point. So little. Oh, it's only at 12. I thought we started with 15. So that explains what... So this is a freaking mage build. And it comes with 12 mind. So the astrologer probably comes with 15 mind. Either way, that's just horrible. It's not good at all. So we're going to at least get that up to 20 for now. Probably 30 by end game if I stick with this build. So that was our first side path. I have these guys. No, because I'm dual wielding, I can't really do the whole staff thing. Just a little bit of distance. Or a little bit of range, but not the most range. I'm gonna try to use katanas. If I start liking them, I might do the whole Dex Arcane thing. But it is gonna take some getting used to. And another Crescent Moon Axe. What's Arcane with on this build? Why are we getting so many drops? 9? And we're getting this much item discovery? That's insane. Like I said, usually I try to farm for that axe. I can't get it at all. And now, we literally have like 3 of these fuckers. Yeah. And it is an outstanding strength weapon. I mean, I will say that. That's pretty dope. That dodge. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that. So now we got them. We went backwards to get the smithing stone. Okay, so now we're going to go meet Nefeli and talk to her. Nefeli, you want to exhaust her dialogue and summon her in for the goddrick fight. You really want to do this, guys.
This graft is tainted. If I ask you, the winds run, I'm certain.
One more time. Elden Lord. Yep. So that's what you want. Because if you don't exhaust her dialogue here, you will not be able to summon her. Now, I don't need help with the goddrick fight. Most people probably won't. He could be tough if you don't know what to do or how to play it. I don't think about him now. He's really easy, but there was a time where I struggled, you know. However, when you summon her for this fight, you do get a talisman that's going to enhance your weight, you know, your weight limit, how much weight you can carry. And for me right now, so I can get my mind up, that talisman's going to be really nice to have, so I won't have to rush to do endurance, and, you know, like I said, I can kind of get my other stuff up. Now, as far as he goes, we do not want to kill him. We want to pull him over this way so we can get some smithing stones from that statue. But if you run too far away, he's going to back off. So you do want to keep that in mind. This is like one of those really cool scenes from the Elden Ring game that, like, you're not going to experience anything like this with any other game. You know what I mean? You gotta love it. It's so cool. I mean, I wouldn't typically do this in my own playthrough because we're just going to get 5 more smithing 1s and 1 smithing 2. You know, we'll end up getting that stuff from drops too, so I'm not like really worried about it. The troll does have a chance to kill these other guys, but we need him to handle this. We did get the painting right, yeah. Heal. Alright, get our stones. building shit. Oh, so this has its own double jump attack too. Okay, it's not as flashy as the curve sword. It's still pretty cool. You know, not bad. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and progress. Get our side of grace that was past the troll. Where's our AR? We're looking at 331 and 203. But the katana has no upgrades. I really regret putting all those upgrades in the greatsword, but as I told you guys, I didn't know what I planned on doing yet. I just wanted to do something different since we just did a strength faith, you know, playthrough. But regardless, those upgrades will come back. I mean, honestly, by the time we do Liurnia, I'm already going to have enough stones to get the other katana past the level the greatsword's at, unless I want to do curved swords or something else. And we also want to keep enough stones to upgrade your shield. Upgrading your shield, so your guarded damage negation, all those will always stay the same, but your guard boost will go up, making it harder for enemies to break your stance. You know what I mean? So from here, take him out. We have a bunch of pots. Big boy. Oh, there it is. All right. That. Cracked pot. We do want to get as many of those as we can, you know, going through doing playthroughs and stuff. They're just useful because, like I said, you go hold down triangle on PlayStation, and if I was to, you know, put them over here, it's just nice. Oh wait, what other ones do we have? Because we're doing more of a mage build, right? What kind of other pots do we have? We only have poison. We got the Rancor to spirits, which should scale with intelligence. We don't have any actual magic ones. Let's do this. I mean, I like the fire pots, but we kind of want to go with our actual build, don't we? Oh, we need more grave violet. Damn it, that was a waste. Well, still. I want to try to get stuff to go with the build, because if you actually... Oh, why did you do that? Oh, I did triangle. If you look at it, we're getting int and faith scaling. So, like I said, at least it goes with our build. You want to run and jump here. So this is kind of tricky because normally you would think you kind of run around and then jump, but if you just hit this corner here, you should land right on. So down here, we're going to have a bird and a banished knight. You would think the banished knight's the issue, but I swear to God the bird's worse. Let's see if we can go ahead and get backstab on the worst enemy though. Yeah, he's already almost dead. Let's go. That's probably the easiest run I ever had there. I can't speak highly enough about guard counters. I'm new to them. I always did like parries and dodging and stuff, but man, guard counters makes it so easy for newer players, as I once was, because if you can't parry because of how parries are in this game, it does take some skill, that you can still get these big damage hits off with minimal skill, because all you're doing is holding up your shield, waiting, and then follow with R2, you know? So it lets anybody do these huge attacks in a defensive manner. So I really like that addition. Obviously, you know, you don't have that in Dark Souls. When you play this and you go play like Dark Souls 3, you're like, what? Oh shit, I forgot. Big change. Let's grab our smithing stones. I think we did just pick up a, oh, it's a 2. Damn, we're up at 26 2s. So that's 2 weapons up to +6. Kill them, drop down. I was hoping to reach all 3. Now we will be able to get a really good great shield in here. It's the Manor Tower shield. I actually like it a lot. It like completely covers your whole body. So if you are, you know, doing like a spear build, really, really cool. beginner tower shield. Obviously, I can't use it with my strength because you do need, what, 30 strength. But, you know, it really covers you up well. So if you did have a spear, do we have a spear? We picked up the pike. You can actually hide behind your shield and poke. It's nice. Oh, the pike's weird. It's like an uppercut. Wonder why I've never tried playing with this. Oh, and that comes with shield bash. Charge forth. This actually ain't even a bad build, guys. Like for a beginner, why not? Because you could actually. So spears and rapiers are only weapons you could really use with a shield that you could actually be guarding at the same time that you're attacking. Usually, like, you can guard, but as soon as you attack, your shield moves. You know what I mean? So do keep that in mind. And as I mentioned before, this is always something I'll kind of show people. You know what I mean? Like when we find different stuff, they'll go with like different play styles. It is important to show that off, I believe. I don't know if we could also hold puts me in heavy, damn it. If it did, well, when I get my talisman, that'd be cool, because then we can do like dual katanas, or I could use the shield with this. So that still has like the whole spear thing going, but without the shield, it's a very unique moveset. Then every single weapon I have would actually, you know, blood loss 50, blood loss 50, blood loss 38. So everything would be using when I actually have blood loss on it. If I wanted to, you know, a lighter shield, we could do that too. And why does this shield have such low requirements? It's a great shield. That's cool though. If I switch up to this shield, we can keep all this shit on. I just like the fact that it's kind of like a spear, but it has like, you know, it's not just poking attacks over and over and over. That's pretty neat. And then you get blood loss on it as well. That's just me fucking off. I'm not doing this. At least not doing it yet. It is good to check different things out. Maybe change up your build a little bit. You know, try new things. Because you might think of something like, oh, that's not for me. And then play around with it for a minute and decide you really, really like it. Any hoosers going through here. See, I'm opening up a shortcut you're never going to use. So make sure you get it. And after we do this, we're actually going to be ready for goddrick. We're really, really close. Because there's like 2 things to grab and we're done. We got the bat. Really, that range is better than that. I mean, it's definitely mid-range, but I wouldn't consider this weapon art to have range, you know what I'm saying? But will allow you to stay back from a boss a little bit, which is nice. Come on, someone attack. Whatever. Hey. Dude, you guys are like not even trying at this point. This game's either too easy or too hard sometimes. Like, you know, where's that middle option, guys? I guess taking that path also gives you another chance if you didn't see this stuff to, you know, run over and get down here. I didn't notice that before. The whole 40 times I played the game. Alright, so jump on over to the secluded cell, and we're about to go spank goddrick. I can't believe how much time we have left on this episode. It's actually astonishing. Alright, so now that we have exhausted Nefeli's dialogue, we'll be able to summon her here. This is going to give goddrick more health, so do keep that in mind. But if you don't summon her, you're going to lose a really good talisman. I mean, it's only the first version of a weight talisman. We're going to get, you know, better versions, but we want to get as many talismans as we can get in one playthrough. Can't get them all, but we can get a lot of them. Get most of them. Just going to let this play out. This real creepy dude right here. So he's our first demigod. He's the weakest
Mighty
of the demigods, but still.
Thou the true born heir.
He is a demigod.
Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well. The lowly tarnished as a lord. I command thee, kneel!
So he,
I am the lord of all that is
So
golden.
Gustok goes around, we didn't see him doing it, but Gustok goes around, finds dead bodies, brings them to Godrick so he can take their arms off and sew them to himself. It's his grafting process. But he's not too bad, you just really gotta work on dodge time for him. Don't get greedy. Jump up, dodge. Manage your stamina. He's already going 8%. That was early. You can't see because of gravity. They're telling y'all not to get greedy. Then I'm getting hit because I can't see him. Get that critical. Good lord, there's the blood loss. Alright, he's gonna hit you right there a little bit. He don't do much damage. Second phase, he's cutting off his arm. Guys, so that's annoying. Cutting off his arm, he's gonna put a dragon on his arm and blow fire at you. Same attack, so he's gonna swing at you with it, and he can grab you with that dragon's head, hold you down, and burn you up. First thing you wanna do, you wanna think run? No, do not run. Rush him. You get close, he can't get to you, you know what I mean? Be careful. Oh, he's already dead. Oh, cool. Yeah, watch yourself.
I am the lord.
It's not bad, guys. Keep in mind, you also have your own summons. If she wasn't here, he would have less health, and we would have just ran through his shit. Oh shit, go and pick up output. I don't suggest farming. This is the real intended use of these things. Pop them before boss, like right before the boss dies. Since he talks so much, we're able to have the time to, you know, use that. But yeah, that's what its intended use is, I would think. Alrighty, so let's go get that mind up a little bit more. Now, before we even move on, I guess we'll go ahead and take this throughout the other side. If you want the runes you lost when you died back from him, go ahead and kill him. But if you want to try, we're going to really try and research to get the end of this quest. My case, there's only 2,000 runes. That's literally nothing, guys. That's nothing. If you do kill him, he'll drop his bell bearing, take that to the Twin Maiden Husk, and you'll be able to get all this stuff, so it doesn't much matter for that. You know what I mean? I keep him alive if you only lost a few thousand runes. Like, if you lost like 10,000, 15,000, yeah, go kill his ass, you know? But if it's just a few, we ain't worried about it. Although he did try to get us killed, so I don't really feel bad about it, you know? Now we'll be able to go out this way. You want to go to the left. As I mentioned, there's still some stuff to do. We have a great rune to activate. We need to go to the realm to behold and talk to India. We haven't met yet because the door was locked to where she is. But now you have a great rune. She'll talk to us. We'll go over boss remembrances, activate the great rune, solve the painting, and just some loose ends. Show you guys how to duplicate boss remembrances. And that's what we'll be doing for the rest of the episode. So there's your second Shabriri grape. You're going to need 3 to complete Hyeda's quest. Now, after you come through the backside of Stormvale, she should be out here. At the lake-facing cliffside of Grace. And so should Bach. I see her. Oh, there's Baki boy. We're on the other side of Grace, that's why we're just able to go ahead and rest. Talk to Bach.
You helped, please. Allow me to.
So he wants to alter our garments. Usually you have to pay like 500 runes at the side of Grace to do this. He'll do it for free. That's kind of his thing for his quest.
Oh,
but you know, it's 500 runes because he's only at certain sites of Grace. If you don't feel like cutting him down, don't worry about it.
I am your. Oh.
You can do it yourself. But I mean, he'll be revealed on the map. But you see right here, Bach the seamster. So you don't really have to hunt him down like that. I'm gonna tell you right now. He's usually here. He goes here. he goes to the side of grace over here. And the only other place I've ever seen him after that is the Capitals. There's only 4 spots. It's not like you have to chase him all over the map like some people say.
Hello, my name is... If I might be so, would you donate my eyesight? But when I eat, it will lead
So
me.
go ahead and give her a Sabrina Great.
Now I can feel the... You are most kind. May the blessing... You are... May the blessing...
Okay, so we got all of that. Got that wrapped up. Let's go on to Limgrave Tower Bridge. Let's go get us our first great room now. Alright, so we already grabbed this to make things a little bit easier on ourselves. So that means we already got the talisman. So we do have to get across the bridge here. There's going to be 3 golems. You can just run past all of them. The one at the very end has the great bow. The other 2 has the halberds. So while the one at the very far side shooting arrows at us, he'll a lot of the times hit these guys too, end up breaking their stagger and all that. That makes it a little bit easier. It's not guaranteed. Regardless, it's not like these guys are really hard to beat. You know, 3,000 runes as far as I'm concerned, and less guys trying to kill us while we're running across. They do have a chance to drop their halberds. And obviously the great bow as well. Whoa, forgot about that. He's probably about to get hit by this great bow. Nope. Either way, that's already 2 down. Now we're going to drop down to the right here in a second. Nope, too early. So we can drop down here, get a warming stone. It's not really something I really use. Actually, there's some purposes for them. If you're completely out of heals and you're progressing through an area, you don't feel like going way back somewhere and resting, throw one of those on the ground and it'll refill your health. It takes like, it feels like 5 minutes sometimes, but yeah, it will refill your health. You could also throw those down in a boss fight, make sure your summon's getting healed. So, you know, you and your summon are fighting something, throw a warming stone, it'll heal your summon so you don't lose him in a fight if he sits there, you know. And go ahead and jump on over to the other side of this place. And this is where we're going to activate your first great rune. So great runes are interesting. If you look up there at your base stats, your health, your mana, your stamina, you'll see a little box on the left that's empty. So whatever great rune you have active, and you get great runes for about 90% of the demigods you beat, they all have different effects. So that's just kind of let you know which one you have active. You can change that from a side of grace. Like this one adds 5 levels to every single stat you have. And then on top of that, like Radon's gives you more health, mana, and stamina. Morgoth's just gives you a bunch of health. So they all have different effects. Like towards the end, I mean, the only place you're really going to use these are the DLC, because some you just get at the very end of the game. It's like, what's the point? Because they don't, you know, in New Game Plus, you don't have them anymore, so you can't use them. The ones you get at the end of the game are pretty much useless. Like Millennia's. If you get attacked and you lose health, if you attack fast enough back at the person, you will actually get that health back. Kind of like Bloodborne, if you've ever played that. It's called Rally Mechanic. So, you know, just unique effects on all of them. Now, this is probably the best one, or one of the best ones, and you do get it early. I don't like it because I don't want to have false stats, right? So when you use this, you're getting 5 levels to every single stat you have. That's like 40 levels or 35 or some weird shit. How many stats do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 5 is 40. So that's 40 levels it'll temporarily get you, but every time you die, you lose the effect of the great rune that's equipped. So with great rune menu, you can use a rune arc to give even greater benefits to your equipped great runes. So that's how you know, we'll start running into rune arcs, and that's the intended use of those, is just to, you know, activate the effects of the great rune you have equipped. But yeah, when you die, you lose that effect. So if you're running around with goddricks, you get 40 levels, which is nice, but if you die, you lose all of them. So you don't want to get like dependent on that kind of stuff, you know. Now from here, we can go back towards the Twin Maiden Husk, and we'll be able to talk to Nefeli, get a talisman.
I thought you'd receive Nefeli Lu. I'm glad to see you here. I found it in goddrick. You defeated. Make good use of it. I don't intend.
So that's probably going to go on immediately. I just really like it. As, I mean, okay, our equipment load, our max load is 60, and you got to keep it below like 70% or something like that. So, but with this, it'll let us carry around like 6 more pounds. That doesn't seem like much, but that's a whole nother weapon. You know what I mean? Like, depending on what you're using, it could be a whole nother weapon. It could be a shield. That's quite a bit of weight, especially this early in the game. Now we want to go to these doors, which are now open, and talk to Enya, Finger Reader. This is where we're going to turn in boss remembrances and buy boss armor as we start fighting and killing bosses that are more humanoid. Now, they don't even have to be demigods. Just any main story boss that's a humanoid. It'll be a good 8-10 sets end game.
Anchor until it will tragic corrupt across the far, but the great soul is brave. Seek to become let the work.
Okay.
Demi, oh, you they are these ribbon, and I will defend
She's definitely a talker about great runes. We're just going to exhaust all this dialogue.
In the Demi goddrick run. Now,
you can go interact with the fingers, get the rapture emote. Now, we want to jump on over to the Church of Pilgrimage down here in the Weaving Peninsula. It's actually pretty great too. 11 episodes in, we have the first full region 100% done, besides the underground, which is kind of its own thing. But I mean, look, guys, look at all of them grid completely done. All of Weaving Peninsula completely done. Like, that's a lot. Look at all their sites of graces and all the things we've done in the first 10-11 hours. But it's also kind of crazy because you're like, 10-11 hours, that's the size of some games, and we're just getting started. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Maybe done, I don't know, not even 10% of the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of crazy. But at the same time, we've gotten a lot done. And we've done very well with it. Very, very well. We're sitting here at level 55, and we're just leaving our first region at level 55. So right behind the church, you see, like, literally right behind, you go here, you can solve your painting, get the or the Warhawk ashes. So now we have those. Then we can jump over here to Isolated Merchant Shack. And we can go ahead and duplicate Goddrick's Remembrance. If you guys remember, we already broke down the mausoleum because I obviously intended on coming here to do this for you guys. Now, if you want a quality axe, Goddrick's axe for quality builds, you can grab that. And he also has the Dragon's Head, which is Faith Weapon, Breathes Fire, but it's a fist weapon. I don't think either are good, in my personal opinion. I'd rather just go ahead and get 40,000 runes, because if you duplicate this, you'll get 20,000 from his remembrance and 20,000 from the duplicated remembrance. Now we have that. We go to inventory. We have 2 of his remembrances. So if you want the items, we'll go head over to the round table hold and discuss them. And yeah. Receive power from remembrance, so you can go ahead and click on Goddrick Grafted. Like I said, there's always 2 choices. In fact, I think there's some bosses, rare, really, really rare bosses. I don't know if it's just DLC or late game too. I'd have to really think about it. But some even have 3. It's not many. Like I said, it might not even be in the base game, but I do remember seeing that recently. In fact, the very final boss of the DLC has 3 options. 1 spell and 2 different weapons. But yeah, so you can get the Axe of Goddrick. Decent axe. Don't care for the Axe of War. 34 strength, 22 dex, very much a quality weapon. DD, dex strength, until you upgrade it, and that's going to obviously improve. 142 plus your scaling. But yeah, I mean, it's I don't know. I just feel like there's already better choices. You know what I mean? I don't think it's really that special. And this too, grafted dragon. It does this really weird fire attack with the Ash of War, and you get fire and physical, but it's a fist weapon. It's kind of weird. It's just, and it's not big like it was for him. It's really really small dragon head. You know, don't care for either. So I'm gonna go and eat the boss soul. Now I do want to go through and try to get every single item. I do. I truly do. However, I don't know. Getting us ready for the DLC, trying to hit the highest levels we can. And not even that. It's just like I'm never gonna use that shit. I'm not gonna do anything with that stuff besides just put it in my storage. That's all I'm gonna do with it. You know what I mean? So instead, I can get 50,000 runes, grab a couple levels, upgrade my other katana, shit like that. It's just more important to me at the time. You know what I mean? And I'm at 16 mine, 4 more points. So I'll get back to mine later, but like I said, 20 is just a really good spot. So I feel like, you know, that's worth it. Now, I can't think of a single other thing that we have to do. We even went through here and gave the grape to the grape lady. So, like, we're all good, you know what I mean? There's no need to do anything else this episode as we're about to start a new region. So, you know, I guess I could throw some upgrades in this. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing the dual katana thing. So I'm not going to go crazy with it like I did last time. But, I mean, bringing it up to plus 6, I feel is acceptable as I have enough 1s and 2s to upgrade 2 or 3 weapons to plus 6, so I'm not worried about it. And the Urnia over here, that tunnel we started working through, that gets us the first bell bearing where we can buy infinite amounts of smithing 1s and smithing 2s, so they're, you know, they're about to be replaceable, so if you have a weapon, keep that in mind. It'll be okay if you want to upgrade something for now, but you're not going to stick with it. Don't worry about it. You'll have plenty more. I mean, we have 53 smithing ones. 53. 26 smithing 2, so that's 2 weapons to plus 6. 2, 3, so I ain't going past 2. I'm just going to stay right there. At least that should give me some damage I could actually feel the difference in. Oh wait, no. So we're up to 20,000. We haven't hit the Urnia yet. Freaking insane. We'll be getting runes everywhere here, guys. So like I said, not really worried about it. That's enough for another level. Put us at 17 mind. Okay, what was our true damage stats? True damage stats are at 20 dex, 23 intelligence. It's actually not bad though. It's typically, I'll try to get like 20 here, 25, and like 25, 25 by the time I'm done with Urania. So we're probably on point for that. I had to get some points into intelligence to use Moonveil though. But yeah, damn, strength is so low. I want to put some points there eventually. Endurance. Yeah, so 3 more here. Gotta at least get 9 though. At least 20. You know, because then we'll have 25 with the talisman. Then when we take off the talisman, maybe we'll go back to it. So yeah, we're just gonna put 9 points there and 3 there. Then you know, it's damage time. All right. So for next episode, everybody, we are going to jump over. We've already cleared lake facing cliffs. We talked to Bach, we talked to Hyetta, and we talked to Thops. We got the items on the left. We got the scroll on the right. All this is cleared. We even got the cookbooks out of the camp. So there's no need to go there. Let's jump over to Liurnia Lakeshore. It's just a good spot to start from for next episode. So we are going to go ahead and wrap up here. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe for more Elden Ring. And I hope this has been helpful. We will be back here shortly to start going through our second region, Liurnia.